All right, guys, this next exercise is called resisted wrist flexion and extension. And so you can use a soup can or a dumbbell. I'm using a 5-pound dumbbell. It might be a little too high to start with, but as you move up, I don't tend to go much more than about 8 pounds or so for this exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wrist here and we're going to put it off the edge of a table or a bed. If you use a bed, just make sure that you're not too soft of a bed. Sometimes you might want to put a box or a pillow or two underneath your forearm so that you can kind of go up and down. And you're going to start in a flexed position, and then all you're going to do is do resisted extension, okay? A lot of times we like to be slow and controlled, and again, we sometimes like to emphasize that eccentric loading, which is the lowering down, okay, real slow. And then the flexion, again, just here, you're going to start in an extended position, and then come on up. Now, when people do this, sometimes I actually suggest to hold it with your fingertips and then make sure, now you can see I'm kind of turning in a little bit. You don't want to do that. You want to maintain that neutral wrist and then come up. Adds a little extra resistance to it, or you can just increase the weight. But when you hold it here, it tends not to have much of an effect. I actually feel like when you bring it out to those fingertips, you really get more of an effect, and that's kind of what we're going for. Just maintain that wrist in neutral. This is called resisted wrist flexion and extension.